He was sentenced to death row more than 30 years ago, and now the man convicted of kidnapping and murdering a 10-year-old girl is asking for a new trial.
Jeffrey Wogenstall wants the judge to throw out his conviction. And WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick is live right now with the story. And Brian, the defense team calling a blood expert today, I guess. How important is that testimony?
Yeah, well, Mike, Wogenstall's, the victim's blood was found in Wogenstall's car. That was a critical piece of evidence. If the defense can convince the judge that that was somehow tainted or contaminated, that could be very important. And that's exactly what they tried to do today.
He found the 70-pound fifth grader lying near 3 cedar trees.
In 1991, 10-year-old Amber Garrett was dead before she could tell anyone who killed her. But her blood spoke volumes. It was a key element in the prosecution of Jeffrey Wogenstall. But now,
simply knowing what testing was done,
there's disagreement about what the victim's blood actually said.
Samples that we get may be contaminated through any of these different processes, and then, of course, giving a false result.
Wogenstall's attorneys called a blood expert who said the sample is unreliable because the lack of documentation of proper procedures. But prosecutors questioned that conclusion.
Was it possible that it was reliable? That's just as possible as that it was not. Isn't that true?
It is possible that they did not contaminate it.
Amber Garrett was taken from the bedroom of her Harrison, Ohio home. A few days later, her body was found not far away in Bright, Indiana. Wogenstall was convicted and sent to death row for the murder. This is his latest effort to get a new trial.
All of this evidence.
In closings, his defense team said the conviction was riddled with problems.
For everyone involved in this case, we wish that things were done correctly the first time.
Prosecutors closed, saying the evidence was overwhelming then and now.
None of this new evidence, which has been explored here in depth, would have made a difference in Mr. Wogenstall's trial.
Now, Judge Christopher Jenkins will determine if the evidence will speak at a new trial or if it's said enough. Yeah, now the judge has given both sides about a month to try and get in their final paperwork. He'll make his decision after that. Now remember, this is not to determine whether or not Wogenstall is guilty or not guilty, only to determine if he gets a new trial. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.